Are you struggling to keep your classroom running smoothly? Do you feel like your classroom management could use a revamp? Welcome to this video where we're going to dive deep into a transformative power of the 3 C's of classroom management: connection, consistency, and compassion. These principles will not only change the way you run your classroom, but also boost student engagement and learning. Stick around to uncover these strategies you need to create a more harmonious, effective, and engaging classroom environment. Stay tuned. What's kicking, educational rock stars? Welcome back to another episode of Teaching Made Easy, where I strive to bring you practical tips, inspiring stories, simple classroom systems that actually work, and expert insights to help you become a more effective and confident K-5 teacher. I'm your host, Farah, the Center Fairy, and in each episode, we'll explore different aspects of teaching, from lesson planning and classroom management to student engagement and professional development. If this is your first time joining me here on the channel, be sure you hit that like and that subscribe button and click that bell so that you get notified when I go live or upload a new video here on the channel. This week, we're chatting all about the 3 C's of classroom management. So grab your favorite beverage and your pen and paper, and let's dive in and get ready to be empowered and inspired. Classroom management is a vital skill for teachers around the world. Effective classroom management ensures a positive learning environment, fostering growth and development in students. In today's episode, we're going to explore the 3 C's of classroom management: connection, consistency, and compassion. And I'm going to discuss how you can implement these principles. First of all, what are the 3 C's of classroom management? First up, connection. Building a strong relationship with your students creates a sense of trust and understanding. When students feel connected to their teacher, they're more engaged, cooperative, and motivated. Next is consistency. Consistency in classroom management helps set clear expectations for students. By maintaining a consistent approach, you will reinforce the importance of rules, routines, and consequences. Then there's compassion. Teaching with compassion involves understanding and empathy towards each student's individual needs and circumstances. It fosters a supportive learning environment where your students feel valued and respected. So how can effective classroom management help your students learn? Well, effective classroom management is a cornerstone of a successful educational environment. When you implement the 3 C's, connection, consistency, and compassion, you're going to build a framework that positively impacts learning in several key ways. First is enhanced focus and reduced distractions. Effective classroom management leads to enhanced focus on learning and a reduction in distractions. Consistent rules and routines allow students to understand what is expected of them, which eliminates confusion and minimizes off-task behavior. When students are not preoccupied with figuring out what they should be doing, they can concentrate more on the learning material. This results in more efficient learning and greater retention of knowledge. Next is a safe learning environment. Effective classroom management also is going to create this safe learning environment for your students. When you connect with your students and manage your classroom with compassion, students feel more secure and less anxious. This emotional safety is critical for learning, as students are more likely to participate, ask questions, and engage in learning when they feel secure and supported. Classroom management also affects student engagement and motivation. You can establish a personal connection with each student and make their learning more relevant and engaging. By acknowledging your students' individual interests and incorporating them into your lessons, you can boost students' intrinsic motivation and engagement in the learning process. Classroom management also helps your students develop essential skills such as self-discipline, responsibility, cooperation. Consistent application of rules and consequences in the classroom teaches your students about accountability and respect for others. Compassionate classroom management reinforces empathy and understanding among your students. Finally, effective classroom management is going to support individual students' needs. Every student is unique with their own learning style, pace, and set of strengths and weaknesses. Through compassionate classroom management, you're able to adapt to these individual needs, providing differentiated instruction and support. This is going to ensure that all students, regardless of their learning preferences or challenges, have the opportunity to learn and succeed. Effective classroom management greatly enhances students' learning experiences. By implementing the principles of connection, consistency, and compassion, you can cultivate an environment that not only maintains order, but also promotes a deep and meaningful learning experience. Now, what are some ways that you can implement the 3 C's of classroom management? Again, connection. Creating a connection with your students is about more than just knowing their names. It's about understanding their individual personalities, interests, and their needs. Here are some ways that you can foster that connection. First, by meeting with them individually. Schedule short one-on-one meetings with each student. This provides an opportunity to get to know them beyond their academic performance, fostering a sense of trust and mutual respect. Second, incorporate your students' interests into your learning. Showing interest in students' hobbies and incorporating these into your lessons where possible is an approach that not only strengthens the connection with your student, but it also enhances their engagement in the learning process. Next, encourage peer interactions. Facilitate activities that encourage students to work together, such as group projects or peer mentoring. This is going to help build connections among students and create a sense of community in the classroom. Then there's consistency. Consistency in your classroom management helps set clear expectations, which can be achieved through establishing rules and clearly defining and communicating the rules of the classroom from day one. Review these rules regularly and apply them consistently to all students. Next, you're going to want to make sure you maintain a routine. Consistent daily routines, such as starting the day with our spiral review that we have for first, second, and third grade, is going to help your students start each day off with some consistency already built into your routine. And it's going to give them the review that they need on skills that they need to practice. These resources provide structure and predictability, setting the tone for the rest of the day. You're also going to want to ensure that your consequences for breaking the rules are consistent, fair, and understood by all students. This is going to help reinforce the rules and encourage better behavior. Now let's talk about compassion. Compassionate classroom management involves understanding and empathy toward your students in individual circumstances. Here are some ideas for implementing this. First, active listening. Show empathy and understanding by actively listening to your students. Let them know that their feelings are valid and important. This helps build a supportive and compassionate classroom environment. Next, address their individual needs. Understand that each student is unique and may require different approaches to learning. Adapt your teaching strategy to accommodate these individual needs. This could include modifying tasks, providing additional support, or using different instructional methods altogether. Next, teach emotional intelligence. Incorporating lessons on emotional intelligence into your curriculum and teaching your students to understand and manage their own emotions as well as empathize with others is going to promote a compassionate classroom atmosphere. By implementing these strategies for connection, consistency, and compassion, you can significantly enhance your classroom management skills, leading to a more engaged and effective learning environment. Classroom management is an essential aspect of teaching that transcends simply keeping the class in order. By focusing on connection, consistency, and compassion, you can transform the learning experience for your students. The 3 C's of classroom management offer a balanced approach that encourages positive behavior, personal growth, and academic success. Utilizing resources like our spiral review and morning work for different grades aids in maintaining consistency and helps tailor the learning experience to your students' needs. Investing in these principles of classroom management ensures a fulfilling, engaging, and successful educational journey for both teachers and students. Now, if you're looking for more tips, strategies, and simple systems to take back into your classroom to make your teacher life a little easier, check out the other videos on your screen. Thanks for watching and keep being an educational rock star.